U.S. President Joe Biden still does not know if he will work with a Democratic-controlled Congress for the next 2 years, but he is already claiming victory.
While the press and the pundits are predicting a giant red wave, it didn't happen.
Historically, U.S. presidents have seen major losses for their party in midterm elections. But Democrats won tough re-election races in places like the Virginia suburbs of Washington, D.C., preventing Republicans from securing a significant majority in the U.S. House. Republican Representative Kevin McCarthy will still likely be the next Speaker of the House.
Republicans will work with anyone who's willing to join us to deliver this new direction that Americans have demanded.
But analysts say his agenda will be limited by managing Trump-endorsed members of Congress.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very difficult for Kevin McCarthy to be able to maintain cohesion because let's say in the case, which is now becoming more plausible, that it might be a tiny majority, single digits, that requires a real skill in any circumstance to be able to keep that caucus, united.
There were also unexpectedly close Senate results nationwide, including a significant win in the northeastern state of Pennsylvania. John Fetterman beating Republican candidate Dr. Mehmet Oz to keep the possibility of a Democratic Senate majority alive.
Protecting a woman's right to choose, raising our minimum wage, fighting the union way of life. Healthcare is a fundamental human right.
Analysts say those priorities will be difficult to pass if Democrats only have a tie-breaking vote from Vice President Kamala Harris.
The concern is that some of the issues that people entrusted, these candidates and what they were running on are not going to be actually reflected in the day-to-day.
For the second time in 2 years, Georgia voters could potentially decide control of the U.S. Senate in a special runoff election between Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock and Republican candidate Herschel Walker. Some Georgia voters say it's important not to give a mandate to either party.
I think we just need to get back to middle of the road. I think we've gone too far left, too far toward special interests.
And they're also aware of the costs of shifting power from one party to another.
It feels like as soon as we get something going really good, we flip-flop and go the other way, and it's just been a back and forth, seems like forever. So, but it is what it is. That's democracy.
The final balance of power may not be known until December 6th, when voters will choose between Warnock and Walker. Katherine Gypson, VOA News, Atlanta, Georgia.